Hello everyone, welcome to or welcome back to my channel. It's me, Lauren, and in today's video I just wanted to run through what I'm making and what my plans are for the coming weeks. Firstly, I just want to say apologies for my hair. It is looking a hot mess at the minute. I temporarily dyed it pink for something and yeah, in the process of washing it out, so I'm going to have another go at washing it out today. But yeah, I just wanted to hop on quickly and film this before I start work this morning, so you have a video from me and you're up to date with where I'm at. So, first project is this little thing here, and if you follow me on Instagram, you will already know that I'm making this. But essentially it is a coat for my dog. Now I will put the pattern up that I very, very loosely based this on. It's a pattern for dog jumpers, and I can't remember it, so I'll pop it up here. But yeah, I very, very loosely based it on it because this one is for my sausage dog, so she doesn't fit standard sizes because she is short and long. She also doesn't like stuff going up her head. So the back part is split like this all the way down, and I'm currently awaiting a zip to go in there, an open-ended zip, so I can just pop her feet into the holes and zip it up the back instead of putting it over her head. And I also added this section here, this is the underneath section, to cover her belly because she gets a wet muddy belly because she's so close to the ground and she hates it. So I'm hoping that this will help. I did make a toile of this out of a fleece material last year and it fit really well, so I tried it on her again this year, and then I've made it in this fabric, which is a waterproof fabric, and it is still available. I think it's £2 a metre, but the one that's available is a pink background, not the blue one. So I'll also pop the details of that down below as well. But yeah, for £2 a metre, it's absolutely fantastic. Yeah, and just a bit of fun when she's out on walks, but primarily to keep her dry and warm because she hates being cold and wet. And then obviously, if you know me, you'll understand this next part. This is a matching jacket for myself. So this is a self-drafted pattern. It's a really, really oversized jacket, basically. It's not finished yet, as you can see. The sleeves aren't finished. I don't know where it is, but I haven't slip stitched the inside. And again, I haven't put a zip in it because I'm still waiting for my zips to arrive. But it's the outside fabric is the same as my dog's coat, so the waterproof fabric, that was £2 a metre. So I think I got 3 metres or maybe 4 metres, but I think it was just 3 that I squeezed these out of, so £6 for your main fabric. I mean, you can't complain, can you? But I've got these nice patch pockets on the outside at the front. And then it's lined with this fabric here, which is, it's actually an old blanket that I just washed and cut up. And the sleeves are actually a grey blanket because I ran out of pink. And yeah, I'd already cut up that blanket and used it for another sewing project. So I just used it for the sleeves in here. But yeah, so I will take a proper picture of this when it's done, but it's nice and big, it's really oversized and long, and essentially the intention of this jacket, I do some races, I do some with my dogs and some without my dogs, and basically the intention is to have this for afterwards because it gets super cold because we race in winter. So once you've finished your race, you're really cold, and it's nice and oversized so I can get dressed underneath it, because sometimes you go to a race and there aren't places to get dressed because you're literally in a field. So I will use that to just quickly change under, just ready for the drive home. But yeah, so I couldn't find a pattern for an oversized jacket like that that was lined, so I did have to self-draft it. But I can run you through that on another video if that's something that you're interested in looking at. Now, on a similar theme, this is a coat of for one of my friend's dogs. I did not make this. This, I believe, was made by somebody else. Well, obviously it was made by somebody else, but like a small business, I think. But I'm just using this for the measurements because I'm making my friend's dog a drying robe, so something that when she's really wet after a walk or after a bath, then they can pop it on her and it'll help her dry. But yeah, I'm just using this for the measurements for the pattern that I'm going to be using. So it just gives me a bit of an idea of her sizes, because I didn't take my tape measure with me when I last saw her. So yeah, that's what that one's for. Then finally, I've just got some fabric samples from Minerva. So this one here is a yellow gingham fabric. I don't know. Oh, it seems as though the tag's fallen off of this one, or I might have taken it off. But yeah, it's just a gingham fabric, lovely and lightweight. And I'm making my sister a dress for next summer. I actually haven't decided on the pattern yet, because she said to me, oh, I want another one like, I don't know, I think it's like the one that her daughter's got. But I haven't seen that dress yet, so I'm not entirely sure what it is. She said to me, oh, you said it was a skater dress, but I'm not entirely sure because I can't remember what one she means. But yeah, so this fabric, now that my sister has agreed that this is the fabric that she would like from Minerva, I need to get it ordered. And then I probably need to decide on a pattern first so that I know how much I'm ordering. But yeah, now that she's decided that this is the fabric that she likes, we can go ahead with that process and get started. This fabric here, again from Minerva, I don't know if you can see, but it's got some very subtle sort of blue and white pattern to it, but back here it almost looks like one fabric. It is, well, the code for it is C8224-Aqua, so I don't know if that helps at all. But yeah, I'm using this to make a shirt for my dad. I'm quite looking forward to that. I haven't made a shirt before, so I'm quite looking forward to a more involved make. That's going to take a little bit of time, take some of my attention, hopefully slow me down with my sewing, because I know that obviously he's going to want a nice shirt. So the pressure will be on to do it slowly, basically, and I would like to slow down with my sewing, because I do rush it a little bit sometimes just to get the job done. So yeah, my intention is that this will be a slow sew, and somebody has mentioned to me on Instagram very kindly a pattern to use, and I think it was one that I had my eye on anyway. Again, I'll pop that in. But yeah, just a simple shirt pattern, short sleeve with a collar, with a patch pocket on the front. Lovely. And then finally, I got this fabric from Minerva as well as a sample. As you can see, it's got a bit of texture to it. Unfortunately, it does have a bit of shine to it, and this sample was for a pair of trousers for my mum. She wants a sort of like cigarette style trouser, I think it would be called, but unfortunately, because it's got that shine to it, which is the intention of that fabric, I think, but she just doesn't want that. She wants a matte fabric. So that was code RS0096-169. So if you can think of any sort of suiting like smart trouser, black fabric that would be appropriate, that hasn't got a shine to it, please do pop it down in the comments section below. I may need to go to a shop just to actually see it, if sort of you guys don't know of anything that's suitable, because I do need to make sure it's right before I order it. I do think I've seen a pattern that I'm going to use for my mum's trousers, but I can't remember. I might have it saved on Pinterest or something. But again, if you do know of anything, sort of, yeah, you're sort of, do you know what I mean? Like cigarette pants, they're sort of, they go slimmer as they go down the leg, but they're not fitted, so they're not a skinny jean. They're a trouser that sort of slims as you go down the leg, with not necessarily pockets at the top. She doesn't want pockets sort of around the waist or around the hips, and just sort of a fly front or button front, something like that. So if you do think of anything, pop it down below. If not, I do think I've got a couple of things that I can sort of mix and match to pick the right outfit, or right pattern, sorry. But yeah, so I need to start work now. So, well, I'll get this edited. I'll have time to do that and then I can start work. But yeah, that's it. I've got a lot of plans, as you can see. I'm really pleased that I've got the jacket to that point, and my dog's coat as well. Literally just waiting on the zips now, and finishing off the cuffs of my jacket. I'm going to put in, I think, like some actual sort of ribbed cuffs, like what you get on sort of a hoodie, that sort of thing. I've got some pink ones somewhere, so I'll dig those out and pop those in for around the wrist, because again, they'll keep you nice and warm. Yeah, and then I can crack on with making everything for everybody else. I do also have lots and lots of curtains to make for my sister. She bought a Caravan earlier this year, and the curtains were, I think they were the original curtains from sort of, I think it was late 90s, early 2000s that the Caravan was built. And they're red velvet. They're not the nicest curtains, but also they're very, very sun bleached. So she would like replacements. So yeah, that's a very slow project for me, because I'm finding it incredibly frustrating to get them right. Even though it's literally just sewing a rectangle, it's really frustrating. So I've done one complete so far that she's got hung up in the Caravan. But yeah, still working my way. I think I've got another 10 to do or something like that. So I'm slowly working my way through that, ready for her to go out in the Caravan again from sort of springtime next year. So thank you very much for watching today's video. I hope you found it interesting, and I hope you've liked what I've made so far, and are looking forward to the makes that I do make. As always, if you've got any comments, suggestions, recommendations, please do pop them down in the comment section below. I love reading through your comments. But otherwise, I will see you in my next video, and yeah, take care. Thanks for watching. Bye bye.